It's time for the 4th devlog video about Paper Editor, my game in progress, or very early stage of progress, or whatever you want to call it. A lot of stuff has happened. Let's just look at it first, shall we? Firing it up, and here it is. All right, so it may not look like a lot has changed if you've seen the previous devlogs, but things have changed. Look at this now. We have Helga Wayne here as one of the reporters, so that's not new, right? But if I click on Helga, hey, a post-it note appears. Did you want to hire Helga? Yeah, I did. Boink. She now appears over here on the side in the reporter pool. She's one of my reporters now. So in other words, before I could generate reporters, now I can actually also hire them. That means that they are now saved, and the data is also saved in JSON format, and I can load this later on, which is all this stuff is necessary for leveling the reporters, actually assigning stories to them, all that kind of stuff. And you may also have noticed stuff disappearing from the map here as I mouse around. Both stories and job applicants, as in reporters for hire, will actually despawn after a while now, as in the stories go away because they're no longer, current, you might say. And new stories appear. Same with job applicants. So there's a less chance of job applicants appearing, and of course, stories will appear all the time, which also means that we now have a timing element, which is represented up here in the upper corner where it says the next deadline is in 11 hours. Now 10 hours. Okay, so that counts down to the next deadline. Once the deadline is reached, that part of the game hasn't been made yet, but that's when you will be putting your actual newspaper together. You'll pick your above the fold stories, that kind of thing. And then you'll publish it. And then once you publish it, you'll get back to this map, and you'll now have 24 hours to the next deadline. As it is right now, when it reaches 0, it'll simply go straight to 24 hours, the next deadline. So it'll count up an issue, a day, and all that stuff. But, of course, the actual newspaper putting together part of the game doesn't exist yet, so I can't really do that. And I did say that with the added reporters now in the reporter pool, that I can now assign stories to them. That's just in theory, of course, because right now they're just text over here. I can't do anything. I can drag a story over here, but nothing happens. Okay, oh, and that story just despawned just now, so it's gone, I guess. All right, so that is on the surface the main progress. Behind the scenes, of course, turning all the stories and reporters into data that can actually be used in game is one thing. Oh, deadline's counting down, almost there. Another thing that I noticed was I had a memory leak, which meant that when I was refreshing the game, I noticed that it took up just a little tiny bit more memory every time I did so. I can just do it a couple times here. As you see, the whole screen will reset. The newspaper gets a whole new name. Deadline resets. The game starts at 20 hours, just to make it, a little more scary at first. So yeah, every time I would restart, it would use up a little, 2 kilobytes more memory. So I had to spend some time figuring out what was going on with that. But I did. I found it, and I destroyed it, and everything is now running smoothly, at least to my knowledge. So that is the progress. Oh yeah, also there's a new background graphic here in the sidebar, in case you didn't see that before. And of course this is also new. But that's it for now. Subscribe on YouTube, like the videos, all that good stuff. If you want to see more of this progress devlog goodness. Thanks for watching.